friends, Heidi here from Rain Country. God is good all the time, and I'm here today to talk about the benefits and uses of lovage. Some of you might not have even heard of it, but it is an herb that once used to be quite common. In fact, was very popular in medieval times. And several years ago, one of my subscribers sent me some seed, and I got a couple of really great lovage plants out there growing. I wish I would have taken pictures of it last year at its full height. And at the time that I'm shooting this video, it is actually May 21st. So by the time that you see this, my lovage plants are going to be much taller. So I'm going to be putting some clips and photos of it as it looks right now, plus a few other photos that I've gathered from the internet so you can see what it looks like in its various stages and how big it can really get. So here's the thing about lovage is that it's closely related to celery and has a very strong celery taste. So think celery, but much more potent. Now, all parts of the plant are edible, and what you will find is that the leaves have a much stronger flavor than the stalk. So if you find that the leaves are just a little too much for you, try consuming the stalk. Now, lovage is just packed full of nutrients and health benefits, and the fact that it's perennial and it's a pretty hardy plant and it gets quite big and it comes back every year, I find this for our area to be a much better choice than celery, which I've had difficulty growing here. Now, before I get into the benefits and uses of the plant, I want to let you know that this is one of a great many videos that go into a playlist that I've been working on since 2016 on the benefits and uses of various different herbs and other types of things. So I'll be linking to that full playlist in the description box down below if you would like to go check out more. And I'm always adding several more videos through the year to that playlist. I think I don't know how many videos there are. I cannot remember, like maybe 100 by now, maybe less than that. So anyway, let's talk about the benefits of lovage. Lovage is quite high in quercetin. In fact, on the list of plants that are high in quercetin, it is second to capers. Plus, it has many other flavonoids and nutrients such as A, B vitamins, C, K, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. Look at that. You got those three minerals combined nice and neatly in one little package. No worry about having to making sure you're taking your magnesium with your calcium. Just eat your lovage and you've got it all right there. So some of the health benefits include being an anti-allergen and helping to clear mucus. It is good for skin health, taken both internally and used topically, either straight from the plant. You can use it to heal, or you can make a salve out of it along with many other great herbs. It is antibacterial, very beneficial to digestive health. It can be quite helpful with women's health, especially PMS, cramps, and bloating. Many find it helpful in dealing with arthritis and gout. It is very good for kidney health, is a natural diuretic. It can help cure urinary tract infections. It supports immune health, heart health, and is high in antioxidants, which means it can be helpful at preventing cancer. Now, as far as uses go, I'll talk about what I'm using mine for. So right here in this jar, you'll see I have the dried lovage leaves, and this is something I'll be adding to my greens blend. It'll be the first year adding it to my greens blend, along with my nettle, my dandelion leaves, rutabaga tops, carrot tops, and much more. And so this will not only add even more nutrients, it will add that nice celery flavor along with that. Now, if you're curious about my mixed greens, I'll link to the last video I did on that and how I use them. It goes in pretty much every meal that I make and can be used in making teas, nutrient-dense teas. And for the stalks, again, my first time this year actually harvesting and using my lovage, I'm drying them up to use as a celery replacement in soup, stews, and so on, stir fries and whatnot. So the interesting thing about the stalk is instead of it being more of a semicircle like your celery is, it actually is a full circle. But on the bigger stalks, like you'll see the ones in the images I've shown are smaller ones because I'm trying to get as much off there early in the year as possible so I can allow the rest to go to seed, because I will be selling the seed later in the fall. But the stalks can get about that big around, and so those circles, when you cut that, you might even want to consider cutting it in half, and then it would look more like celery. So yeah, it does get quite large and quite full. I love the fact that it comes back every year, and I don't have to worry about that. You can also add the stalks or the greens to your salads, and as I mentioned before, using it in teas. It doesn't have to be in the greens blend, it can be by itself. That can be, especially if you're talking about urinary tract infections, any herb that's really good for helping with that, and that includes dandelion as well. You can make those into a tea and just drink that. Then you're getting the benefit of getting lots more liquid and helping to flush out the infection, and the benefits of the herbs that will help to cure it. Now, a couple of warnings. I have to admit I'm bad at remembering to add these if there's any. Most of the time, a lot of your different herbs can be quite safe, but different people can have issues. And one of the odd things about lovage is people who consume it on a regular basis, especially in more high quantities, can become a lot more photosensitive. So that's something you're going to want to consider. If you're finding that you're becoming a lot more sensitive to the sun and light in general, you may need to cut back on your lovage consumption. And also pregnant women should avoid consuming much of this. I mean, maybe I would say it's probably safe in small amounts as a flavoring. That's a probably, look it up for yourself, but it can cause uterine contractions, so be very careful with that if you're pregnant. And any thoughts, ideas you would like to share, if you're growing lovage, you're using lovage, please share with us your favorite ways to use it. Again, this is kind of new to me as far as growing it and harvesting it, so I haven't used it in a lot of things yet, so I would also appreciate any ideas you have to share. And don't forget the playlist link I'll be putting in the description box down below. And thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.